Good day, boys. It's me, Rex Humble Hustle, coming at you with another cool video. Today's topic is about being the underdog. Being the underdog. But before we start with that, listen, if you are new to my channel and you have never ever been here, man, I promise you this is the place to be for the boys. This is where we all hang out. This is where we talk about boys' interests. This is where we talk about, young men's interests and young men's pains and young men's thoughts and contemplations, young men's basically experience through life. This is the place to be, man. This is awesome. So I know you're gonna enjoy this video. So already just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification button just for good measure, because I'm gonna come out with new cool stuff later on, and I want you to get notified so that you can jump on it just like that. So, being the underdog. Boys, being the underdog is very hard. Being the underdog, it's painful, because you live your life to prove yourself. You live your life on constant hard mode 100% of the time. You go through the most. You don't get pretty privilege. You don't get fair shots that easily. You don't get opportunities. No, you earn opportunities. You make a name for yourself. You build yourself from the scratch. See, you feel held down from time to time. An underdog can only be labeled an underdog if that person is a fighter. Like, you can't name a fat person who's lazy, who never works out, who never does nothing, an underdog. No, an underdog is somebody that's already, they have that dog in them. They have that fight in them. Like they are, it's either they're gonna win or they're gonna die. That's an underdog. So a lot of us, people are just lazy, and a lot of us are underdogs. I mean, we haven't made it yet. I'm also an underdog, and I hope you are. If you're not an underdog, you better be up there, and you better be the champion, the actual champion. An underdog is actually a champion in the making. To be honest, an underdog is an uncrowned champion. That's what an underdog is. So life is busy beating us and cracking us and chopping us and grating us. Have you ever seen how they make a sword? Before it becomes the real thing, before it becomes the desirable thing, before it becomes the thing that's shiny, that has an edge this side and another edge on this side, before it's sheathed, before it's treasured, before it's held carefully, before it's honored, before it's given to somebody who is worthy of it, while it's getting forged, it's going through so much hell. It's going through the most amount of hell that any kind of metal or any steel is supposed to go through. It's getting put in the fire. The hammer is getting taken on it. It's getting beat and beat and beat and beat, and it's getting put back into the fire until it turns orange, until it turns yellow, until it almost turns white. They bring that thing out, they beat it, they shape it, they forge it. To be honest, they melt it. They melt it and they pour it into a rock that is sword shaped so that it can become condensed and crystallize into the real thing. And then once it's like that, they'll go out there and they will go and sharpen it with another rock. They'll go and sharpen it with another piece of metal. They will put it through actual hell to make it look desirable, to make it be desirable, to make it champion looking kind of thing. Well, that's what underdogs go through. That's what we're supposed to go through. We're going through hell. Some of you boys just went through your first heartbreak. Maybe you are in school, or maybe you are in high school, and you are in 10th or 11th grade, and you had this one beautiful girl that you really liked with your entire heart, and you told her that you like her, and she told you that she likes you too, and y'all started hanging out, and y'all started talking, and you started giving her a slice of your bread from your lunchbox, and she gave you a lollipop, and she borrowed you her hot water bottle in the winter time, and you held it close and you put your hands in it, and your hands became warm, and you fell in love with her some more as she drank the tea or the coffee from the flask, from your flask, and it's nice and warm, and she's sitting there drinking, and you are sitting there with your hands in the hot water bottle, and you're feeling all cozy with your toes up into the sky, and you feel and you're sitting and having each other next to each other, and then somewhere down the line you see her standing with another guy over there, and then you just ignore it, and then later on in the day you see her standing again with that guy, and then tomorrow morning you see her standing, and then you say, hey, what's wrong? Why are you with this guy? And she's like, no, it's nothing. Don't worry. You're all jealous. You think too much. Stop thinking too much. And then you say, you know what? Maybe she's right. Maybe I'm overreacting. You let her go. You go and you do your thing. You hang out with your boys. Your boys start laughing at you behind your back. They're like, yeah, look at her. She's been hanging out with him a lot now. And deep down, you're getting uncomfortable. At the end of the week, she's no longer yours. You're heartbroken. What's going to happen to you inside? You're going to feel distraught. You're going to feel pain. You might cry. You're not going to be able to focus in class. All you're going to think about is, damn, that girl, how could she do this to me? After I love her so much, after she likes me so much, and then you get transformed into something. That pain is going to shape your heart one way or another. It's going to shape you. It's going to chisel your heart. It's going to forge you. It's going to make you a sword. One way or another. You know I'm right. You know I'm right. Or let's say maybe at your house, at your parents, where you grew up, y'all are not doing good financially. Y'all are going through a lot of trouble. Y'all don't have money. There's barely groceries maybe. Your father's car is broken. You can't afford to pay it. You have to take the taxi to school every day. Some of you have to walk to school every day. Some people have to ride bicycle whether it's snowing, whether it's hot, whether it's cold, whatever the case may be, I don't know. Some of you just finished school. Now that's one of the biggest ones, boys. Finishing school will make you feel like an underdog. See, when you finish school and you get out the school system, the public schools, school system. If you get out, or you finish school and you just done grade 12 last year, and you look around and you couldn't get accepted into university or college or whatever, then you see, man, there's this kind of thing inside you that is happening. It's not happiness and it's not sadness, but it's so much it's very uncomfortable. It's extremely uncomfortable. There's a deep sense of discomfort that you feel brewing inside your heart when you have finished school. You walk around feeling like you're just, you feel so light but heavy at the same time. Like, okay, I finished school now. You thought you like, when you were in school, when you were in school, right, ne? You thought, well, when I finish school, I'm gonna be the happiest man in the world. I'm gonna be so happy that I finished school. I'm gonna be ecstatic. And then when you finish school, you feel like, oh shit, I think the battle is just getting started. That's how it feels. You feel like, oh man, we're just getting started. That was just a warm-up. That whole 12 years, this whole time, it was just getting started. You don't have no money to your name. You don't have a house. You don't have a car. You don't have a reputation. All you have is just a piece of paper that says you finished school. That's all you have, and that in today's time is not much. You can't go to the jobs or to the marketplace or to the supermarket or wherever and say, look, I have this, take me in and I'll work for you. No, you can't. You can, but it's not going to guarantee you a job. A lot of people are doing that. It's not getting them nowhere. So you finish school and now you feel like that. Good God, what now? Now you start running around town like a headless chicken, looking for a job or looking for a thing to do or looking for something to just get busy on. Just maybe if you can make a little bit of money, even if you can just be maybe a gardener or you don't know anything about life. At school they don't teach us about life. They teach us about, I don't know what you guys did in school, but I learned trigonometry and I still, man, of which I suck at it. They don't teach you nothing about applying for a job and what you should say and how to, they teach you, and I don't know what they teach you. I can't even explain what they teach you. Like it's just passing time or what? They teach you how to format a CV, a formal letter, and you write essays, and you label an insect, the thorax, the head, the abdomen, the legs, the compound eyes. you know, and then they teach you the insides of an animal. Like a cow, there's a rumen and abomasum and an omasum and all of these things. This is what they teach you in high school. They don't teach you that, hey, when you get out of school, this is how it's gonna feel, this is what's gonna happen, and this is how you're supposed to navigate around it. They don't teach you any of that. They don't get you ready. Therefore, when you finish school, you still feel like a baby when you're supposed to feel like an adult. You feel like a baby. You feel like, man, I didn't get anything done here. There's so much to be done. A lot of people, when they can't find jobs, they do crime. They do some shit. They start shit. The underdog goes through hell to make a name for himself in this world. You're gonna navigate through that. Some of us, we're going through that. Some people are going through that. I know you are going through that. You're starting your own business. Let's say you're starting your own business. Let's talk about that. Maybe you want to start your own business. You want to go to the bank. The bank is telling you no. You don't have no credit score. You're like, yeah, of course I don't have a credit score. I never borrowed money from the bank ever before because I never had a job. When you try and open a business, the bank tell you, no, I don't want to give you money to open a business. But when you go to the bank and say, you know what, I want to buy a car, give me a loan, please. They'll gladly give it to you. They will gladly just give it to you. They will hand it to you. They'll say, here's the loan. Show us where you work. Show us where you work so that we can see that you get a pay slip every month to pay for the loan. That's what's going to happen. But if you want to open a business, they're going to think twice about that. They're going to say, oh shit, he wants to start a business. He wants to be a champion. He wants to be good. He wants to be great in life, huh? We're going to teach this nigga a lesson. No, sir, you can't get the loan. You don't qualify because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and you can't qualify for the loan. Then you have to go back home and tell them, oh man, I didn't get the loan because of so-and-so. Oh, you're that kind of guy that don't want to talk about this. You keep it to yourself and you're like, shit, I can't get a loan because I want to start a business. What do I do? Why? Because you are the underdog. Underdogs, we go through the most, boys. We go through the most. We get backstabbed. You get your friend. You get your friend, your closest buddy, who you've been friends with for many moons. And he stabs you in the back. Maybe let's say you start a business with him. And he starts doing backdoor offers and backdoor deals without you even knowing. You don't know nothing. You know nothing. He's busy doing some shit, and he's busy doing this, and he's busy doing that. Stabbing you consistently in the back. By the time you wake up and see, oh shit, this guy has been doing this to me, it's all over. He took all the money, he's gone, and you are left with nothing. This is what underdogs go through. Underdogs go through the pain. Here, let me tell you something else that underdogs go through. We go through the pain of our parents not believing in us. Now, this is a big one. I don't know what you guys think about this one, but this is a big one. We go through the pain of having our parents not believe in us, of having our family or our guardians not believe in us. You be trying to tell your parents, Ma, Pa, this is what I want to do. I want to do this. And I want to make YouTube videos, or I want to make TikTok videos, or I want to make this, or I want to be that, or I want to get this, or I want that. And they'll tell you no, that is unrealistic. Or I want to go and play sports and do this. They'll tell you no, it's too risky. They'll tell you a whole bunch of, and they will come up with the most extraordinary, most best, most top class reasons why you must be scared and why you shouldn't do what you want to do. They are so good at that. I don't know why. And I don't blame them. You know what? I know why. It's because they're trying to protect you. But they don't realize in trying to protect you, they are by default hindering you from growing, from building. Building is not a comfortable thing to do. You never see contractors taking some cement and putting it on a brick, and then taking another brick and putting it on top of that cement, and taking the cement on the side and putting it on top of this brick, and taking another third brick and putting it on top and saying, yes, this is fun. No, they are going through hell while doing that. Why? Because it's painful. It's not easy to do that. It's painful. It's so hard. You see them sweating. You see their clothes and their overalls and their boots and their fingers full of gray cement. And they are sweating and they are drinking water and they look hungry and their mouths are dry. Building is painful. It's not comfortable. Sometimes parents just don't understand it. And when you try and break it down for them, they try to call you disobedient, or they call you a fool, or they call you, or they say, you know what, son, get out of my house. You don't listen to me. Get out. You try and be a trader, they tell you, no, you are gambling. You are wasting money. You say you want to open a business, they say, no, it's too risky. Don't do it. Get a job. Shut up. Just be a good boy and just be normal. And just, settle and just. Have you ever seen the people of society today? They are like this. If you look at the men of today, they are like this. If at the mall, if you just look at the mall and you look at people walking on the sidewalk in town, and you look at people at the bank, at the queues, these long queues at the bank and these long queues in the supermarket, or in the aisles in between at the supermarket, whatever, people are walking like men, grown men with beards. They are walking like this. That's how they're walking. They're walking with their heads in their shoulders. They look so unconfident. They look so depressed. They look so pressed, so depressed and so compressed, and so somebody is like trying to make them feel less of themselves. They are living in fear. They are living in constant fear. They are not the underdog, they are the lost dog. Have you ever seen a dog looking for its owner? It's always like this. It's looking around. It has its ears down. It has its tail tucked between its legs. It's always walking around like this. It's always afraid to look at people in its eyes. That's what a lost dog looks like. That's what most people are, most men are like. They are afraid to be men. And then when you get the underdog like you and me, we are not the lost dog, and we are certainly not the champion just yet. We are right here in between. We are the underdog. We are almost unbalanced. We have this crazy drive and reckless power, reckless, ruthless aggression. Ruthless aggression. That's the word. You know that John Cena thing? Ruthless aggression. That's what we have. We are young, we are bold, we have fire, we want to build, we want to do shit, we want to think, we want stuff, we want the Ferrari, we want the Lambo, we want the BM, we want Koenigsegg, we want Benzes, we want money, we want big muscles, we want to be seen, we want to be heard, we walking around, we tough. And we only speak to make sense and to not be scared. Ruthless aggression. I hope you get it. This is what we are. The underdog. Ruthless aggression. Wow, that was a great one. I was looking for a word to describe what we are, and that's it. Ruthless aggression. Reckless ambition. That's another one. Reckless ambition. We don't want to take the safe route that much anymore. Not that we want to deliberately go and kill ourselves or put ourselves in danger, but we accept the fact that life is dangerous and that everything is risky. Starting a business is risky. Buying a car is risky. I heard this one quote. This guy was saying something like this. Starting a business is risky. Taking a loan is risky. Getting married is risky. Buying a house is risky. Everything is risky. I'll tell you how risky life is. You're not going to get out alive. That's what he said. And he's right. You're not going to get out alive anyway. Why are you scared? You're going to die in any case. What's the worst thing that could happen? What's the worst thing that could happen? You start a business, so it fails, so you're going to get laughed at by your neighbors, so who cares? That's it? Is that all you got? Is that all you are afraid of? You're going to get laughed at by your neighbors? Your family is going to tell you, I told you so? Is that what you're scared of? That's it? Extended family members are going to laugh at you if you buy that car because it might get repossessed? Huh? You're scared of a little being laughed at? Somebody said something like this: if you are not scared of being laughed at, then you are not growing. You are not doing anything. I'll tell you right now, if you are scared of being laughed at as an underdog for trying hard, if you are scared of being laughed at for trying something, then you are just like the rest of the people. People who are irrationally ruthless, aggressive. They are the ones that get things done. Now, because if you get laughed at, that means you are doing something out of the ordinary. That's what it means to be an underdog. It means you are doing something that you can't do, but you are doing it, and you are forcing yourself to be able to do it and win. You want to win. I want to win. I want to win. And I want you to win. No, really, I mean it from the bottom of my heart, boys. I want you to win. And when you win, keep that underdog mindset, because that is the only thing that will keep you going up. If you win, and when you win, don't throw that mindset away. Don't stop behaving like an underdog. Continue to behave like one. Continue to live like one. Continue to go to the gym. Because one day we're going to win. I'm going to win. And I want you to win. Whatever that it is you are doing, it doesn't matter. As long as it's something dignified and something respectable, keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep building. Keep doing it. Just keep on keeping on. If you are fat and you think you want to lose weight and you really want to do it, all you have to do is just start. A fat person, a blob, a person that looks like that is like the steel metal or the iron metal that needs forge. It needs forging. It needs fire to be put in. It needs to be beaten and made straight. It doesn't need to be told, oh, you deserve the world, you deserve. No. You need to make it to deserve the world. You make it look respectable. That's what a fat blob is. Take yourself, stand up, look yourself in the mirror, and promise yourself that you can do what it is that you're supposed to do. Tell you, I'm gonna go to the gym. If you can't afford the gym, go to the shops, buy you a skipping rope and start jumping up and down. That's how I started. No, I'll tell you personally, that's how I started working out. When I was 12 years old, and all the boys in school, they had some kind of girlfriend or some kind of close girl or whatever, and I had nobody because I was fat. I was fat. I was the fat kid in school. The fat kid who was smart in class but didn't have any kind of real girlfriend or whatever. So I always felt like, man, I'm fat. I need to do something about this. I need to do something about this because I'm fat. And you know what I did? I took the skipping rope and I started to jump. I jumped and jumped and jumped and jumped. And it was fun. It was fun. To jump that thing is fun. Today I feel like Mike Tyson when I jump up and down. And it's fun. I enjoy it. I like it. You can start. The only person in the world that can help you with all of these things is you. It's not anybody outside of you. No, it's you. It's you. It's you. You. We don't want to go to clubs. Underdogs, we don't go to clubs that much. We don't go out drinking that much. We don't go out smoking. We don't go out doing nothing. We are boring. So-called boring. We're not really boring. To ourselves, we're not boring. No, because we always have something productive to do. So to us, we are not really boring. But the definition of boring is not having fun, not drinking, not jumping up and down, not going to clubs, not going to festivals. That's the societal definition of the word boring. So yeah, we are boring. We don't do all that. We don't. I don't want to go there. I'm an underdog and I'm up to some stuff. We're doing stuff. We're busy. We get busy. The only time some of us rest is when we go to bed and sleep. That's what underdogs do. We constantly want to prove ourselves. We want to prove to ourselves that we can be what we want to be. So boys, if you enjoyed this video, and I know you did, so if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. And I already told you to hit that like button when we first started out, but please hit it right now if you haven't. Hit that subscribe button also. Hit that bell notification button also if you haven't hit it, so that when I come out with new stuff, you can just catch on it just like that. I'll see you boys. Also, leave me a comment. I want to know what's on your mind, man. I want to know what you're going through as an underdog. I want to know what you're going through as maybe a lost dog, or I want you to tell me your story as an underdog or a champion or whatever. Just tell me what you're going through. Tell me everything, boys. I'll see you when you see me. Take care of yourselves, boys. Away.